Okay, let's deal with the wheel here. I'm running a little bit out of time, so I wanted to have a rear wheel that I can fit that microshift 11 to 44 speed cassette. I have only one hub. I was actually mistaken. I thought I could use a silver one, but that's the only one that has a long enough free hub body, free wheel body. This part here, and I was never sure about the color of this. And bottom line, I want the wheel to look classy, and that's always going to be a bone of contention than this color of this hub. So there's two options. I can transfer this freewheel body to another hub, which is always a problem because then you need to transfer the ball bearings and the sealings and the blah blah. And this one is actually dented, I just see, and it's missing the rubber sealing. Here would be okay, no problem. Anyway, so I could polish this if I put it in a machine, which is painful amount of work, so don't really want to do that. And anyway, I need to build a wheel, and I need to put some time and thought in it, and I don't have this much time, so this is not an option right now. So what I will do instead is I'm going to use a wheel that I have recently taken off my daily shopping bike. I do know that this is a known quantity. I have rebuilt this a couple of years ago. It runs nicely, and it harmonizes with this cassette here, which is a Shimano cassette 1132, I think. 32 and 12 to 32. So not exactly the ratio that I want, but this will get me on the road. This is a functioning wheel. And let me now measure the width of the hub, and I will adjust the frame to fit this hub. So let me eyeball this. I think that's a B at 135, pretty much. Totally, yeah, 135. So let's adjust this frame to easily pick up this wheel. I'm thinking that this one was 135 as well. Exactly. So they measure the same way. This so I'm gonna need the frame to adjust only once. I will update this wheel at a later stage. That is for sure. But right now I just need to eyeball my time here. I have other things on my mind, and I'm sure you don't want to hear that, but there's timing constraints, and I need to be reasonably effective with this build here. So anyway, we're adjusting the width of the frame, then we're gonna straighten out the fallout ends and the this thing here. So we are at 131. I pulled this just so far, and it's not quite enough, and they're a bit wonky now, but we'll straighten all that out, not to worry. So all that is Important right now is that we stretch it out to about 145, sort of, and that should put us where we want to be. I've done this a number of times. Never had a problem by doing this. That's the beauty in the steel frame. Do I need another? Yeah, I should hold this. At least, yeah, it's holding. To monitor that. And obviously I need a tool. Go heavy duty. I will need this in a minute anyway. Yeah. Right. Can I hold this in a way that at the same time, there you go, and prevent this from sliding out. That's how you stretch a frame. Usually pretty safe, fairly easy. I take a couple of trial and error because I'd rather do it a couple of times than one time's too many. Don't like that. So yeah. When you do this, you make sure that your axis replacer stays at the end of the frame, and if you do this like I do, where you basically pull it towards the end stop, if that's a word, then it will stay there, and on the top I'll just hold it. $143. Let's call it a day. Let's have a look. Quite tight. Surprised. No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, here we go. And then let's see what we have. What we have down here. $131. So it hasn't done anything. So let's go 155 next time. Okay, 131. Let's go 155. 30. What did I touch? There's nothing that should be giving me red hands. Looks like 17. Don't I have 17? Much better. Right. This is a little bit of a exercise in patience, but essentially that's us cold setting, spreading the rear angle, and once we have done that, the first thing we need to do, whether it has moved out equally so the frame is not crooked afterwards, I'll show you how to do that. All you need is a piece of string. And some tape to help it in place for ease. Okay. Judging by the tension, nothing much will have happened yet. Let's measure. Okay, 148 maybe. Okay, we're good now. Not in here though. That's 150. Out here is a whole lot more. Okay, let's give it a chance. I want to see how it looks. It looks as if it pushes this side out further than that one. Not sure whether that will be visible from your angle. You know, it bends away from here a whole lot more, and that is not a good thing. So I will release it now, that you see, and we shall see what our little frame is doing. That frame is not taken too well for this. So I will stop doing so. I'm worried about this. You see that here, this bends a whole lot more dramatically to the outside. Check this out. Than that. So here we might be 5 millimeters. If you look at this around here, but here is a whole lot more. So that I do not like that. So I'm going to take this down, and then I guess if you keep watching here, this should fix this problem. And maybe this frame is not good for 135 millimeters of rear axis. Does it recover? Oh yeah, it does. Now we're maybe down to 5 millimeters. And here we're down to about 3. So I'm not going to stretch this anymore. I promise you guys. Don't want to kill that frame. Would be a real shame. I'd much rather modify the rear hub or use another hub. And for the future, anything older than 1960, 70, I think I'm not going to do that again. So, now, put that there. It has recovered to approximately 2 millimeters. Actually, I need to measure. I'm going to get a steel ruler. I'm going to let it touch at the very top. And then, it's not so bad now. It's like nothing. Can't really measure that. I'm not sure whether you can see, but I would say that's about 2 millimeters here at the worst. Maybe I can hold this in. Yeah, like that. I'm afraid that I cannot help you see what I want to see, but because I don't have 3 hands, bloody hell. Okay, just need to. I'm comparing it to the scale on my steel ruler, and there it is about 2 millimeters, whereas on this side it is nothing. 1 millimeter down here. So there's definitely more curvature to this, and I'm not very happy what's going on here. So I'm going to measure there. What do we have now? Oh, well, we are at 130. Sure how I can give this to you. This is 133. So what I'm going to do now is manually pull on that side while I'm holding on to this. And I need some string. Where do I get some string? Right. Here's the plan. I will manually pull on that side while not holding against this one. So I'll let this rest now as it is. And I want this a little bit out. I need another 2 millimeters. And then I'm okay with this hub and that wheel as it is. So let me think about this.